Good morning. My name is Rob Havens. I am with James Lane Air Conditioning and what we do is heating, air conditioning, and plumbing, and I'm here to talk today about that. I've got some videos to show you guys, just kind of enlighten you guys on what it looks like to be in what we consider the trades industry, specifically working on heating, air conditioning, and plumbing. So I want you guys real quick check out this video that I've got. Stop it at 205.
Here it is,
Yeah.
the yellow van. You've seen them before, but maybe don't know what it is or where it's going. So let me tell you, we're committed to going places, going toward a brighter future, going toward a better community, and going places like your home, office, business, or school. Anywhere the job calls us is where we'll be. But hold up. Before we talk about where we're going, you should know who we are. We are James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing. We're a family company. This is a desk at James Lane. This is the coffee machine at James Lane. This is the shop at James Lane. This is the schedule for the day at James Lane. Here are more of those yellow vans. And they're kind of our trademark. Here's a hallway at James Lane, and through these doors walk the world's greatest employees. This is the team at James Lane. They have over 100 combined years of experience. Rob, you've got something in your teeth? Nah, just kidding. Hey, Laura. We're on call 24/7. We're the guys you don't think about until you have a problem. The leaking faucet, the broken AC, the busted pipe, yeah, that was fun. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. All right, so that's a little bit about what it is that we do here locally and in the surrounding areas. But one of the things I want to point out about our industry, as far as construction goes, more specifically to heating, air conditioning, and plumbing, is that of all the trades, we look at ourselves as the superheroes. So I've got a slide here that has got a couple of pictures of me back in the day when I used to work in the field. We'll get that up here in just a minute, but really our job is focused on taking care of people's problems. So when your heater's not working, your air conditioner's not working, you've got a sink overflowing, you've got a sewer line that's backed up. Our job is to come out anytime, day or night, and fix those problems. And so that's a real big part of, excuse me, what it is that we do. There's a broad range of really personalities that can be in our industry, whether you like to work with your hands, whether you don't like to work with your hands, whether you like to work with people or not work with people. A lot of people just think about the guy in the van that's driving around fixing things when there's so much more to our industry and what we do. You take somebody like me, my biggest priority is the sales side of things. So I get to deal with people, I get to go in and resolve people's problems, and then I have guys that work for me that get to go out and do the work. We've got people in the office that do a lot of the bookkeeping and things like that. But the funnest part of the job really is that we are needed. You look at these last several months with all this COVID Corona stuff going on, and our business has actually doubled just because we are very essential. The more people are home, the more we're in homes. The more people are at work, the more we're in people's places of business. And you work on everything from somebody's house up to working on big construction sites where we're in big hospitals all over the place. and we've got a lot of stuff like that going on. So why we do what we do, it's really about what you want to do, to be real honest with you. So maybe you want to serve people, maybe you want to take care of people's problems. It's an avenue for you. Maybe you want to just work with your hands, build things, fix things, the electrical side of things, figuring things out like that. This could be a great industry for you. I've got a couple more videos here, but as we kind of scroll along, could you go to the slide that talks about salary potential? I want to go over that with you guys real quick. The real big important thing that we need to really discuss here is the neat thing about the trades and construction, specifically in our industry, is that maybe you guys are in junior high, you're looking at high school, and you're like, hey, I don't really want to go to college. You can do this. Maybe you do want to go to college. There's places for you in that. Me specifically, graduated from high school, was already working in the trade and the air conditioning business, had gone to Midwestern, had taken about a semester of classes and decided, hey, this wasn't for me. I didn't want to do this. I did end up transferring over to Vernon College, got an associate's degree in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. And now I'm an owner of a company here in Wichita Falls, Texas. So there's just a lot of different ways to get into this industry, a lot of different areas in which to work. I've got a slide here that kind of shows some salary potentials. I've got install guys that install air conditioners, water heaters, things like that, and they have no college, and they make, after a few years, are making $55,000, upwards of $75,000 a year. Our service professionals, the plumbers, air conditioning guys that are out doing the repairs and fixing things, they make anywhere from $95,000 up to $120,000 a year. So there's a lot of potential there. They work a lot of hours. They work very hard. They get to work with their hands. They get to deal with people. Our sales professionals, the guys and girls that get out and do the sales, can make upwards of over $100,000 a year. And then we've got our office staff, really the people that are doing a lot of the kind of behind the scenes administrative work. And in an organization like ours, they can make upwards of $60,000 a year. And then, of course, if you're the type of person that wants to go out and start your own thing and own your own business, if it's a small business, even up to a big business, you kind of can make whatever amount of money that you want to make. And realistically, you can do all this without going to college. I will say this, though, it's very, very important that we're consistently and constantly educating ourselves when it comes to our trade, our craft, whatever it is that we do, especially in the construction world, especially in heating and air conditioning and the plumbing industry. So let me let you guys check out a couple more videos. We've got some videos of some people out in the field that do the work. I want you to hear what they have to say. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for showing an interest in the HVAC industry. I think it's something that you will find rewarding if you have the right mindset going into it. So we're making this quick video from field technicians, people who work in this field in all different elements, to tell you what they like about the trade and some things that you may need to know before you choose HVAC, or heating, ventilating, air conditioning, and refrigeration as a career. Take a look.
Questions right after these videos.
So what I love most about what I do is how much I am still challenged every day, how much room there is for growth in this industry.
What I like most about this trade is the diversity.
It's really being able to solve real-world problems on a daily basis.
It's getting to go new places, seeing new people, and seeing things I've never seen before.
It brings you a sense of pride when you fix something and people are happy that they have heat again, they're happy they have air conditioning again, happy their cooler works or their freezer works again.
I like knowing that I've made a difference in people's lives when I'm finished with the job.
you're not just going to fall into greatness. It takes a lot of intentionality to learn what you need to learn in order to be excellent at this.
You got to study every day.
There is a huge difference between people who know what they're doing and people who care what they're doing.
It takes a lot of dedication.
You have to know that, you know, our bread and butter is the summer. You're the kind of guy or girl that loves to go out, have fun on your summers off, and you can get, you know, enjoy your time, but you got to know that that's where we make our money.
Some days are going to be long, some days are going to be hard, some days are going to be easy.
This job is a very physical and high demanding job.
You need to be ready to work, and you need to be ready to continue your education.
This trade is not easy. It takes a lot of hard work, but again, like I said earlier, it's very rewarding work.
Having the humility to admit when you're wrong, that you don't have such a big ego, and that's probably the fastest way you're going to learn, and you're also going to gain respect from the senior techs that have been doing this for years.
I think the most important characteristic for any service technician in this trade for success would be to take an interest in what they do not already know.
The characteristic I think is most important for an HVACR tech is character.
You should always want to learn every day. Take home something to read at night. Take home more from your instructors if you're learning in a class, but always ask for more information and absorb as much as you can.
The ability to adapt.
I think the most important characteristic that an HVAC tech needs to have is being versatile.
Hopefully you'll take what these technicians said to heart, and I hope you'll choose a career in heating, ventilating, air conditioning, or refrigeration. Thanks for watching.
All right, so we'll answer a couple of the questions that we've got here. One was, you live in a small town and you want to get involved in construction. My suggestion would be to think about what type of construction you want to be in. I think it's very essential that you do two things. One, be prepared to spend the first 5 or so years really learning a craft or a trade. So if it's like a carpentry, building type construction you want to be involved in, go get a job with the general contractor, somebody that does projects and has their hand in a lot of different types of projects. If you want to be in one of what we consider the skilled trades, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, fire protection, things like that, go to if it's a small town and there's not a lot of opportunities for that, go look for a maintenance job. So whether it's at an apartment complex, at a retirement facility, at a hospital, and even though you may be taking out the trash one day, you may be changing filters on the air conditioner the next day and doing some plumbing the next day. And really don't wait on somebody to teach you how to do this stuff. Just go out and learn how to do this stuff. There's tons of resources on the internet and things like that, where you can just really get your hands dirty, get in there and just learn how to do this. The best way to learn is by making mistakes, unfortunately. In our industry, you really only have to make it one time to really be taught that lesson. So what was the other question?
What is the intro level wage?
It depends. In our industry, I'm going to start you out, if you don't know anything, I'm going to start you out about $13 to $15 an hour, which is pretty good. I think it's worth it. You're going to be working really hard, and then the sky's the limit from that point on. I've had guys that have come in at $13 an hour, and after 90 days, they're making $20 an hour because they just really know how to get in there and do their stuff. So the sky's the limit for you. If you get into a construction, different trades have different pay rates. Electricians and there's some plumbing unions, sheet metal unions. It really just depends on what type of work you want to get into. If you like to deal with people, the service side is the best way to go. If you kind of like, I just want to work with my hands, I don't want to deal with people, then don't. I'd go to more of a commercial industrial type deal. I've got a question here. The worst part of the career. The worst part of the career is probably that you're going to work a lot of hours. You're going to sweat. You're going to have to work really, really hard. You're going to have to put in a lot more time. So if you know the ultimate goal is to make $55,000 a year, somebody in a construction career is going to have to put in more time because they didn't go to college and come right out of college at that salary. But it kind of evens out the same when this person's in college for 4 or 5 years, and then this person's worked in the field for 4 or 5 years. It's just a different route to kind of get you there. Okay. Thank you.